Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make some templates in Reaper. Templates are important because they allow you to maintain and build a steady workflow throughout all your recording, mixing, and mastering projects. So let's open up a blank project and get to it. So now that we have an empty project opened up, I'm going to show you how to add tracks and change colors. This is usually how I do my templates just because it keeps things organized and I know whenever I go to any of my projects, everything's going to be in the exact same place. So we can come over to the side panel here and we can right click, insert a new track or insert multiple. I'm going to insert multiple for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm going to put 3 and OK. I'm going to name the first one DI for direct input. I'm going to name the next one audio and the last track as bus. These are the most common 3 tracks you're going to have: direct inputs, your audio, and buses. Direct inputs are usually common with pianos and guitars just because of reamping and things like that. And then usually your bus track is going to be where you consolidate some effects that apply to all of your tracks, but without affecting only one track. So it kind of frees up some of your CPU usage. So let's say this is one of my guitar templates. I can right click, track color, and I'm going to make them red because that's what I make my guitars. The bus track, however, I'm going to correct and make it a darker hue so that I can set it apart and I know that that's not an instrument track itself. So if we take a look at one of my completed templates, which I use on all of my projects, I have everything with the furthest back in the mix at the top working down to what's closest. So as you can see, I've got all of my drum tracks in this kind of greenish color and a slightly darker hue of that for the bus. All blue for my basses with a darker blue for the bus. All red with a darker red for guitars. And I've even got spots for keyboards and vocals. And I've got a mixed bus and a mastering bus. So if we take a look at that in practice with a mix I'm currently doing, here's a cover of a song that I'm working on. And as you can see, I've got all of my tracks, again, organized exactly like I do on my template. There are a few things here. I've got this concert bass that I've added in, but I've kept it the same color so that I know it's a drum. And then, as I had mentioned previously, this here has a vocal melody line with strings. So those are all just in the vocal spot. And of course, I've got my mixing and mastering bus. And usually, depending on how I have things routed, I may be using the mix bus solo so that I can hear how I'm mixing things and how they're being affected within the context of the mix. Or I may have the mastering bus soloed so that I'm only hearing things coming from the mixing bus into the mastering bus and how what I'm doing on the mastering bus is affecting the mix in general. And that's a pretty quick and dirty way on how to make some templates. Thanks.